Hey, good morning. It's Dr. Foster here. I figured it out. For all of you who have been following and know that I went through a whole month of spiritual growth and change, um, I figured out what it was for. So, not only was it to deepen my ability to read, to strengthen it, to hone it, to sharpen it, but it actually provided me with what I've been asking for. And that was to clearly see through dimensions. And I haven't, I've been shown in the past, what it looks like to those on the other side. Like when they see us, what do they see? How do they see us? How do they hear us? And this past weekend, I actually had a first-hand experience of this in process to where not only are we shown, thanks to Kathleen Carlson, the photos of standing in a portal in another dimension, but also they gave me the visual perspective of standing on the other side looking in. And now I know exactly what we look like and how we move to other energies and ghosts and spirits. Now I can see it, and I'm I'm able to jump into that perspective, right, like immediately, to see what I look like, how we process. And this is, again, something that I've known but never experienced. And now I can do it. And when I came home from the Palmer house, I was pretty enthralled to have that kind of experience, finally. But to be able to put myself in the other dimension immediately, like I can see right now this whole place, including myself, from another pair of shoes. I don't know if that's good or bad. Anyway, at the Palmer house, I was having a conversation with a little boy who the group of us, said a big prayer for and sent to heaven. And prior to that, now the place is infiltrated with spirits, some of which I think are hiding in the background. But the ones that came forward to talk to us were pretty cool for the most part. There was a little boy that I was talking to, that was the one that we sent through. And prior to going into this back room with Jack the snowman, where that happened, we were talking about marbles and ice cream and puppies and especially marbles. We were talking about that. Okay, fast forward. I come home. The first night home, something had followed me. I'm pretty sure it's boomeranged back, but something had followed me. It woke me up about 10 o'clock and took me about 2 hours to remove the attachment. Finally fell asleep. Yesterday, during the day, this glass jar of marbles, we've had it for 12 years, just, for whatever reason, a box next to it. Again, nothing is moved. Nobody goes near this stuff. Goes flying off, and the marbles go shatter everywhere. I immediately stopped and went, oh, something overheard me talking to him about the marbles attached to me. Boom. I know it's not this little boy, that it was something else that did it. So then last night, I'm asleep with my door closed. My dog, George, is at the end of my bed. And I heard talking in the hallway. So I'm thinking, okay, that must be Brian or something. And I thought maybe somebody's getting yelled at for TV at this time of night. I open the door, look around. It's nobody. I mean, I even heard the floor creaking. I heard the voice, the alto. I heard all of it. So I look around and I thought, nobody's there. Interesting. So I open the door, leave the door open, go into the bathroom, and I hear what sounds like my dog come up to the bathroom door. Like I could hear the movement on the floor, and I could hear the like a dog. And my watch lights up like a flashlight. So I turn on the flashlight, no dogs. I thought, George is pretty swift. I go back, now George is still passed out on the bed. So I looked around. Somebody's playing with me. It's all good. Go back to bed. I close my eyes and I open them again, try to catch somebody. Nothing. Fell back asleep. I don't know why I told you that, but the whole point being that something kick-started what I've been asking for. And I kept saying, God, why am I even going to be at the Palmer House? Like, what is my purpose of being there? What's my point? Do I even need to go? There's so much talent there. I won't be missed. Everybody will be taken care of. Do I really need to go to this? And I contemplated not going all the way there. I just thought, I'm going to make a presence and I'll go home. And I kept hearing, no, I need you to be there. I just need you to see this through, follow through. There's a reason. And I thought, for what? Like, why? I don't need to be at this event. And I think it was to show me, and I don't even know, I'm thinking it was for my benefit, maybe other people as well, but for me to finally grasp what has been downloaded and given, if that makes sense. So I had to share it because it's one of the coolest things. And I'm really hoping that now when I do readings, not only will I be able to see people through that heavenly dimension like I have been, but at the same time, flip it. So when I'm remote viewing or in a place that is haunted, to be able to see from their perspective and why or what they're seeing that is making them act a certain way or do something. Does that make sense? All right. Anyway, I had to share. You have a great day. God bless.